Tonight was very well. I enjoyed myself. The crowd was involved in what I was doing. People were hollering for an encore. So
who's your favorite so far?
The first guy, he was nice.
Yeah, David.
Atmore.
Atmore.
Yeah, he was so nice.
Oh,
yeah,
he
we
was
liked
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't I get my camera and video that?
Yeah.
Oh, he was awesome.
yeah, it was right where I wanted them. I had them eating out the palm of my hands with that old school music. So it was really nice.
So you did a lot of covers. Like, what covers did you do tonight?
Basically, I started out with Surface Happy.
Only you can make me happy.
Then I did Sure Enough Must Be Love, Heat Waves song.
Well, there sure enough must be love. It's got to be.
And then I also did Keep Your Head to the Sky, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
But in search for the clue, wrong things I was bound to do.
All Up to You by Confunction.
So it's all up to you.
And my final song was one of my favorites by the legendary Wayne Cooper from Cameo.
The whole wide world will watch me as I walk up to my throne.
May he rest in peace. He was one of my idols other than like Philip Bailey. So yeah, I love paying homage to the what I call myself the blueprint of the tenors. So beautiful tenors.
Okay, so when can we expect music from David?
I'm working on it as we speak. I bumped into a couple of people here. Matter of fact, one of the singers introduced me to a person that has some original material. So as soon as I can get the material, I'm also a lyricist myself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some of my own originals because, you know, I've gone through a life-changing event. I have a lot up here that, you know, I'm ready to, you know, put down on paper, you know, and I just want to share it with the world because people are telling me you're like one of the last of the real tenors. There's not very many people out there singing, you know, in that tone. So, yeah. And for me to be able to, you know, have a person that can give me some production and I can write down what's inside, you know, I would love to do that. So I'm working on it now as we speak.
Okay, well, great. Well, if you didn't hear the soulful sounds of David Atmore, then you need to tune in and catch our replay.
Okay.
Anything you want to say, David, to the audience?
Hey, I love it. I mean, this is what I do. I think God kept me here for this reason. When they told me sepsis set into my bloodstream, they told my family, you guys need to bring in his rest of his family. I had a little, at the time, my son now was 17. He was probably like 60, and they said you need to bring him here because you won't be here by morning. So thank you. Very blessed. First, everybody thought I was Ice-T. They were like, Ice-T is in the hospital. So I'm like, oh, I can see the resemblance. But yeah, it just, you know, I'm just happy, man. I love to sing. I love to project, you know, that sound and bring back that magic. So people's like, man, you are a true tenor. So yeah, thank you for your time, and I love it.
Well, good, because you have a purpose. So he left you here for a purpose. So that purpose is to bring us some music.
Yes. And you're going to get it. Trust me. You know, I pay homage to a lot of the tenors, like Johnny Wilder from Heat Wave, Enchantment, Blue Magic. I grew up around that era with the blueprint. I call them blueprint tenors, you know, because they laid the ground for people like myself, you know, with that high Eddie Kendricks, Ron Banks from the Dramatics, Enchantment, E.J. Johnson. I mean, the list goes on, you know, and there's not very many people out there today singing like that in that range.
True.
So that's my heart, you know. Yeah, when I hear that tenor, I think it just gravitated me when I was young. You know, remember those old cartoons when they're floating in the air, you know, the smell of food. That was me. You know, my family was like, God, he's sitting there, you know, like he's watching TV, and I was just soaking these guys up like a sponge. So I love it.
That's great.
Yeah, I love to project that sound too. I love it.
Oh, good. Well, guys, back to you, so we won't miss the end of the show.
You know, we on the spot. Make sure you visit On the Spot Live at YouTube, Facebook, or our website for updates and more information.